Go ahead.
First of all, do you mind if I film the question? I just want to...
No, you're good. Whatever.
All right. So, obviously...
We got plenty of cameras here, so you're not the only one.
I just want to have it. But, like, obviously I'm a big Kaepernick guy. I think that he's a patriot based on my definition of a patriot, of sacrificing something large in order to help the greater good of the country. And he's sacrificed his... All right.
Easy, Mahoney. Let him talk.
All right.
Good point.
Military. All right.
No, let him talk.
Charlie,
it's a viewpoint held by...
If you have a question,
it's
get
a
on
view
the
held by a
stairs.
lot of Americans, so I want to hear what he has to say.
So can we? So like,
it's a legitimate viewpoint. I want to hear what he has to say.
To dispel him, can we agree that going to war for your country isn't the only way to be a patriot?
No, without a doubt.
Okay, thank you. I just want to.
Yeah.
So you've been criticizing, at least what I saw on Twitter, the kneeling of the NFL players. But what I've seen since the kneeling is more social activism within the athlete community. A lot of money has been raised. Chris Long recently has donated his entire season game check after kneeling.
Look here. Stop with this. I've seen a lot of social activism. What the heck has social activism done for anything? A bunch of rich sports athletes are kneeling down, who are getting paid more than the average person, nearly X times more, 10 times more, a lot more than the average person. And they're going to kneel because Black Lives Matter. Oh, Black Lives Matter. But when it's black on black crimes, let's not talk about that. Rich athletes are having social functions for BLM. Oh, wow. What a great cause. But when it's black on black crime, as I've said, where are the athletes there? Where are they telling the black on black people to stop killing each other? Where are they when that's happening? They don't seem to be anywhere to be found. But when they hear a white person has killed a black person, that's when they seem to say no to racism. We're oppressed. We're oppressed. Oppressed while he's getting millions of dollars. So oppressed. What an oppressed person.
Colin Kaepernick donated $1 million to many things, including Know Your Rights Camp. I just want to know, like, what would you say is more important, helping black people and equality in this country, or standing for the anthem when many terrible people who I would never consider patriots stand for the anthem? So I don't think that it's as much of a symbol as loving your country as actively doing something to help it, like Colin Kaepernick has done.
Okay, so
you can do both, but I don't think you have to stand for the anthem to love your country.
No, so here's the one thing I will say. I want to make it very clear. Not once do I think they should be forced to stand for the anthem. I think they should be able to voluntarily do whatever they wish to do. I think they're making fools of themselves, quite honestly. And I think that the criticism towards them is warranted and right. And so when you have an act of civil disobedience during the national anthem, in protest of what exactly? No, tell me.
Yeah, they are protesting because they feel that black people are oppressed in this country in ways including education. There's education oppression. There's been housing discrimination still going on in this country. There's police brutality, which is still an issue in this country. There's lack of accountability for police when they do commit crimes. And that's what they've been
So you believe during the national anthem, the song that represents the very fabric of this country is the appropriate time to do that in front of the flag, in front of veterans saluting? You feel that's appropriate?
I am not.
I want to make sure your position is clear.
Yeah, I am not going to tell someone how to protest.
Me neither. I'm asking.
So many other meaningful ways that they can go about, solving the issue of black people being oppressed, even though that's just bullcrap. Why don't you go and donate your money to schools who need the oppression? I mean, who need the donation? Sorry, why don't you do that? Why don't you start different campaigns to help people who are in need? Why don't you do that? Why don't you go to the black community and help them out? He said, well, the person or the student said that he donated $1 million to something. What's the point of you doing your social justice and the kneeling when the national anthem is on? Ooh, wow, Colin Kaepernick has kneeled in the anthem to show that black people are oppressed. So miss me with that bullcrap stupidity that I just don't understand.
Asking if you think it's right.
I think it's right, yes.
You do?
Yes. I believe that get your message out when most people are watching something, most people can hear your message and you can help the most people. People were telling, like Rosa Parks, the bus is not a place to voice your
criticism. Are you really equating modern day protesting of to blacks not being able to vote. Really, you're equating. No, seriously.
I believe that oppression.
Are you really making a moral equivalent to kneeling during the national anthem of not being able to, of Rosa Parks in the 1960s?
Look, I agree. Oppression is oppression, and I believe that any sort of protest against oppression is something that is a patriotic act, and unless it crosses way more lines like physically harming people, you should not be told not to do something that helps people.
No, I agree. I'm not telling they shouldn't be doing it. I think they're fools.
I don't think that they're
and people
fools for
have bled and died for that flag.
And
that flag represents more than just a fabric. Let me be perfectly clear.
Yes, it does.
You've said your piece. Now it's time for mine. Let me say my piece. The flag and this country have and will continue to be the greatest symbol of freedom, both domestically and internationally, all around the world. Have always been. The flag of the United States of America symbolizes a couple different things. The white for the peace that we strive here domestically, and the blood of the veterans that died internationally for our freedoms and liberties. So when athletes, who quite honestly, I would be hard pressed to understand why they believe that is an appropriate time for them to protest. I believe it goes directly insulting to the very fabric of the veteran community, to what the flag stands for, and what this country has always stood for. But more than that, the oppression that they are talking about, is kneeling really the best way to address it? Seriously. No, how about they give away 90% of their money to local charitable groups? Why don't they run for office? Why don't they raise more money to do it? Why don't they start a business?
So they wouldn't do any of that. They want to keep their money, the money that they get from the white man, the evil white man. They're going to keep their money. They're not going to donate it to who? They're going to kneel in front of the cameras, and then they're going to take their millions that they get paid from the evil white man who oppresses them, apparently, and they're going to send it and they're going to keep it for themselves. I'm sure the NFL is majority of black people, so majority of you play in the NFL, but you're somehow oppressed. We're all oppressed. The white man is oppressing us. Just a bunch of bullcrap, and just to make yourself look good in front of certain people is all it is. But anyway, that was another video, another reaction. As I usually say, if you enjoyed the video, like the video as much as possible. Comment down below. Let's get a discussion going down below. I'll reply to as many comments as possible. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at YinkaThatGuy. And I am out.